Good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tasha M. Dyer, the Trade Whisperer, co-founder of the movement, creator of the BYOB Cash Out strategy. And I just want to officially welcome each and every last one of you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome tonight. And so what I want for each and every last one of you all to do, I need for all of you all to drop it in the chat, Let me know where you're calling in from, along with those affirmations, guys. Drop it in the chat where you're calling in from, along with those affirmations, and we will be getting this call started in just a moment. Drop it in the chat on this winning Wednesday, a wealthy Wednesday. And while you're doing that, right, our phenomenal educator, Miss Walker, she's under the weather. And I'm telling you guys right now, I need you to pray. I want to make sure that we are definitely sending our prayers and keeping her in prayer tonight. But you guys, what that means is you have me. You guys have me on this line tonight. So let's drop it in the chat where you are calling in from. Good evening, Jacksonville. Good evening, good evening. Good evening, Cleveland, Ohio. Good evening. Good evening, Minnesota, Cleveland, Chattanooga. Good evening, Milwaukee. Okay, New Orleans. Good evening on your birthday. Happy birthday to the boot. Happy birthday in the boot. Good evening, good evening. All right, guys. Now, this is HFX. Good evening, Texas. This is BYOB Cash Out. HFX Basics. That is what this is. And we definitely want to make sure, because this is the second week that we've had this call. This is the second week that we've been on here. And I want to make sure that what we're doing is we are letting the world know. We are streaming. Yes, we are streaming. But right now, what you want to do, if you guys got any value from what took place this morning, if you got any value from what transpired this morning, what you want to make sure that you do is you make sure that you text someone, you call them, you let them know. When we've been off in 2021, we were off on Wednesdays, but what we're doing is elevating. We are elevating, and we need to show up and be present. So let them know that Wednesday is no longer a rest night. It's no longer a night where you say, you know what, I'll be back up early in the morning. No, you need to say, hey, you know, anybody that needs to be on this call, right? You want to make sure that they're present. So good evening, good evening, good evening. And we're going to start this call out exactly how we do every other call. We're going to start this call out exactly how we do every other call. And that is always is mindset. So yes, tonight we're talking about, you know, our high frequency Forex. That's what we're having a conversation about tonight. But we also want to make sure that where we are mentally is the same concept. We're going to talk about the same strategy, the same mental concept, right? And I need you guys to drop this in the chat. I am an educated BYOB master trader anointed for wealth. I am the signal. All my trades in profit, I am 777. Now, what does that mean? And let me help you understand mindset, right? Why is it so important, right? Let me help you understand mindset tonight, because here we are, right? Here we are. And as you can see, when we talk about mindset and we talking about, you know, you making a decision, you are making a destiny decision to obtain wealth. Now, I'm going to share, right? You guys know I like to share because, right, I am an educated BYOB master trader anointed for wealth. I am the signal. All my trades in profit, I am 777. Now, yes, it is the year of elevation and acceleration. And I want you to understand how important your decision is tonight. How important is your decision that you are a professional, that this is not a hobby. You see, last year when I was doing the calls, y'all give the educators a round of applause. But last year, one of the things as we closed out, I was excited because My 21-year-old child, like, right? Just imagine, what were you doing at 21? How focused were you? How committed were you to your success? And we talked about 6 and 6. We talked about obtaining wealth. That's what we talked about. So imagine being 21, being able to walk in 6 figures. And that same child today, right? Just go to my Facebook page, right? Just go to my Facebook page, and you'll see that same child was actually able to walk out with a car that he's imagined, he's envisioned, something that he's wanted for many years in his own life. He was able to make his own purchase today, right? He was able to do what's required, but it took a decision first. It took him making a decision that I am a professional trader. I am an educated trader. I am, right? And when that decision was made, he made the commitment to himself. So tonight I'm challenging all of you all, right? Tonight I'm challenging each and every last one of you all to make a decision. This is not a hobby. We're going to make a decision tonight. And so if this is your first time here with us this evening, I need to know who's on the line. If this is your first time here with us this evening, let me get a 111 in the chat. If you are still learning how to cash out. And so tonight I'm talking about, let's get real specific. Tonight I'm talking about HFX. So if you're still learning, let me get that 222 in the chat, right? If you are still learning, and if you are cashing out, let me get a 777 in the chat. And if you are compounding, and yes, you can compound HFX on our website, there is an HFX as well. Let me get that 888. You can compound HFX. There is a spreadsheet for compounding HFX as well. So let's go ahead and dive in. We want to get started here tonight, but for those of you all who are still joining us, I definitely want to make sure that you go ahead and you drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat where you're calling in from, and those affirmations. We are not leaving you out, right? So let's get started here tonight. Well, this is us. This is your BYOB Mastermind team. And so we shared this information not to impress you, but to impress upon you that the reality is that we come from a background. We come from a background where we were privy to information. We come from a background where we had access to information, and understanding that our heartbeat is to pay it forward. Our heartbeat is to put you all in position. Our heartbeat is to put you all in a place to where you truly understand what success looks like. So you have our visionary, Mr. Gerald D. Rogers, right? You definitely have our visionary, Mr. Rogers, and understanding that he is the visionary of this movement. I'm excited because here we are at 4 years, right? 4 years strong. And this movement has gone global. It's worldwide. And you see his background, investment banking, right? So we want to talk about that experience, business success coach and mentor, published author. And then you have myself, the co-founder, the Trade Whisperer, creator of the BYOB Cash Out strategy. And I actually have a financial background as well. And so just really want to kind of highlight those things because of the simple fact, like we say, it's not to impress you, but it's to impress upon you the success that you ultimately are here, because we want to pay it forward. And then we have Dr. Craig Bytewood, the finance doctor. Now, the success, the things that he's accomplished in life, the things that he's been able to do, he's been exposed to information that most people aren't. And this is why we have what's called a talk with the finance doctor, because we're really here once again to pay it forward, a servant heart, servant leadership. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely not about us. It's really about ensuring that we pay it forward, because this is what truly happens is most of the time, this information is not paid forward. And so tonight we want to remove financial blinders. But this is where I get excited, because we have educators, right? We have educators. You see, BYOB is the largest economic empowerment movement in the history of mankind. And understanding that we ultimately have people where our voice, the movement is about a movement is about movement. A movement is about people. A movement is about empowering individuals globally. And that cannot be done just through us, right? That cannot be done just through our voices. And so through the empowerment, we have individuals that you see listed here on this slide. We have individuals that have walked in success and understand it. Individuals that's been in the top 1% of money earners as our pimp master. We have individuals who have a servant, faith and finance, servant heart, servant ministry, just really taking the time to empower individuals, business owners, pastors, right? You have people who have known success in all walks of life. And then our next generation of educators, once again, institutional investment owners, top 50, US companies, global, in the United Kingdom, right? Veterans, and of course, a business owner. You all know Miss Morgan Walker would be here with you all this evening. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, like I just said, what we're doing is we're going to pray for her health and a speedy recovery, as we know that she wants to be here sharing this information with each and every last one of you all. But I get excited because this is how we're going to reach the masses. I get excited because this is how we're going to reach the world. I get excited because this is how we're going to ensure that lives are being changed. But tonight, what I just want to talk to you all about is the basics. I want to talk to you all about understanding the BYOB Cashout HFX Simplified, the basics. And so you're going to have an opportunity to trade. You're going to have an opportunity to trade as soon as this portion of tonight is over. We're going to help you understand and lay a foundation of what this is. And then how many of you all put a 777 in the chat if you all actually got an opportunity to experience HFX this morning? I saw the 777s in the chat. I saw you all taking profit. I saw you all diving in and excited. I saw all of that this morning. So put that 777 in the chat if you were excited, because this is our Wednesday, right? This is actually what's going to be taking place on Wednesdays. But there are a few things before you actually begin to participate. There are a few things that I definitely want to make sure that we share with you. And we want you to understand exactly what those basics are. So now HFX basics, right? BYOB Cashout, HFX Simplified. Now what that is they're what we call binary options, okay? Binary options. These are actually contracts, and I want you to know that they're contracts. And so the payout, what we train on typically is we train on catching pips, right? We train on, obtaining pips, get your pips and cash out. Well, this is simple, a yes or no. It's time. So it's a yes or no answer, a yes or no outcome. And so I really want you to grasp that tonight, because what we're accustomed to is setting a take profit, setting our stop loss, fine tuning that entry point. But this is a transition. It's a mental shift, because this is a different way to participate in the market. So yes, we're going to be in the money, and no, we're going to be out of the money. That simply means that from where you enter, when your time expires, right? When that time expires, where are you going to be? Or is it going to be above or below based on how you place it? And we'll dive more into that in just a moment. So I want you to understand that this is quick. This is fast, right? So this is not where we set it, take some time, and we can walk away from it. When you are trading HFX, when you are high frequency Forex, it's quick. It's high speeds, turnovers, short term, very short orders. You are in and out of the market. Let me get a 555 in the chat if you're with me, if you're understanding that. Let me get a 555 in the chat, right? Now, I want you to really grasp this, okay? Because some of us are familiar with options. If you talk to someone about an option, what happens is a traditional option, they have an expiration date that can last quite a while. Some of the contracts last a month. Some of them can last years, right? We actually experienced that last year at one point when we were trading oil, right? And I say that because we knew that price was going to adjust, and we took some time to help you understand that contract, that options contract, had to adjust. And we wanted to make sure that none of you all were holding trades overnight because the contracts were ending and that was going to adjust the price in the market. That is what traditional options are, all right? But what binary options are, they're quick. They're a minute to the most is a few days. So they're very quick and we're in and out of the market. And so that is ultimately the biggest difference. Now, how do you get paid and how do you participate in this? Well, the broker now, and I know you heard Miss Turner this morning and last week, one of the things that she highlighted and she emphasized is that it is not your MetaTrader 4, all right? We're going to use brokers that are specifically tailored to high frequency Forex. So let me get a 777 in the chat if you actually have set up a broker for high frequency Forex. Have you set up an HFX broker? Let me get a 777 in the chat. We do not want anybody attempting to use their MetaTrader 4. Fantastic, I love it. Now, the broker is going to pay a percentage of premium, right? They're going to pay a percentage of premium at risk. So the broker determines the premium that they're going to pay you based on the risk that they've calculated, the measures that they've put in place. So you don't have to try to determine the risk. You just know that there's a percentage paid based on with the premium at risk if the conditions are met. And so that's what we're going to show you. But you don't figure that out, but that's how the broker pays, okay? So it's not picking a lot size. It's not doing that. They're paying a premium based on what you put at play. And so it's predetermined, okay? It's predetermined. So it's not, when we're doing traditional trading, if I get 1 pip or if I get 100 pips, that actually changes my profit margin. With HFX, 1 pip or 1,000, the payout is the same. So it's all or nothing, right? So are you with me? All or nothing. So all or nothing. And that's what I want you to understand. It's all or nothing, right? That's what we are. And so now, how do we actually trade it, right? How do we trade it? A call option, right? You have what's called a call and a put. So when we're looking at the charts, I'm looking at the chart. There you go. There you go. All or nothing. Thank you very much. All or nothing. When I'm looking at the charts, the call option is when you expect the trade to go up, meaning that we're not really concerned about the quote unquote the price, but I'm expecting the trade to go up, right? So when we analyze the market from where we enter the market, right? We're expecting the price to go up before my time expires. A put option is exactly the opposite. It is when we expect the price to go down. So I expect the movement on the charts to go down and stay down below my entry point by the time the trade expires, and that is actually the time. So these are a few terms that you need to be very familiar with. You have your strike price. That is where you enter the market. That is where you enter the trade. And so you'll hear when Miss Turner's trading with you all, you'll hear her mention, what is your strike price? She'll ask you for that strike price. Well, that's where you decide to actually enter the trade. Now, the premium is the broker payout that we just gave an example of, okay? Your time, which is your expiration, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. How much time does it take before that trade expires? We're not looking for pips. We're time. This is time-based, okay? High frequency Forex is time-based. This is why when you sit down to trade high frequency Forex, this is all you have to do, because you want to analyze, you want to get in, and you want to get out. That's it. We're in and out of the market, and we're looking at the premium. And so now this is an example of the broker, all right? This is an example. So notice that when I'm looking at the broker, if you notice here, you have what's called your currency pair. So when we analyze now, we gave you different examples of brokers. Ms. Turner dropped many different examples into the Telegram last week. We're not going to recommend a broker, but we're going to help you understand what the difference in the brokers are, all right? So you have your currency pair. This is actually what we're trading. You notice that this is a line chart, right? So you're looking at that movement, and then you also have your price, right? That price that's here. So this is what we call a strike price, right? This is your strike price. Your expiration is your time, okay? This is the time. Now, based on the broker, it might be set up a little bit different. It might be in a different space, but it's no different than trading from an iPhone to an Android. When you pull up that MetaTrader 4, you know, the iPhone says take profit stop loss. The Android says, you know what, I'm going to give you a green line and a red one. Figure it out. But it still means the same thing. And so each broker, right, once again, we are using brokers specific to HFX. So this might be along the bottom, it might be on the side, it might be on the top, the left, the right, but these are those key things that you're looking for. You have that expiration time. Now you want to set the time. There are two different options that you have available to you. One of them is you can get in with the time that's already rolling, but what we're doing is setting the actual time. So you want to make sure, and you want to be very specific, and I'll show you what that looks like here in just a moment. But this is at strike price. Now, what are you trading, right? What do we just call this, right? Our premium. What are we putting up? What are we putting up? Well, based on what we're putting up, this is going to be a percentage, right? So in this example, I have a 2-minute trade, right? My expiration time is 2 minutes. My strike price is right here, okay? And I'm putting up $5. So now if I put in a call, right? You see where it says the broker payout is 78%. And you're seeing the 78, the 78. So they're already telling you that the premium that they're paying is 78%. So that means that when I put up $5, 78% of that is $3.90. So that means that my profit margin, what I'm going to receive is $3.90. What I'm going to receive is $3.90. If I put in a call, and that means that when I put a call in, and this is my strike price, that the trade has to end within this time frame. It has to end above this strike price. Are you with me? If it ends below, if I put in a put, so this thing, call, buy, sell, call, put. And HFX, you're going to hear call, you're going to hear put. So if I put in a call, it's going to end above my strike price, and I will profit $3.90. I will keep my $5, and I will profit $3.90. If I put in a put, I will keep my $5, and I will profit $3.90. Let me get a 555 if you're with me, right? Want to make sure you're with me, all right? Now, let's talk about the premium. When we do not decide the premium, like when we're traditional Forex, you determine your lot size. Here, the broker determines the premium. So they determine the percentage that they're paying. They determine the percentage that they're paying, right? That's what they do. And so you notice that based on the conditions that they've analyzed, that they're willing to pay 85% for these currency pairs on this example. The example we had highlighted, 78% for the GBP USD. And you notice that based on certain conditions, right? AUD, NZD, that's 40%. Okay. So you have to come in and decide what you want to do if you want to take that. Now, I will tell you this. I hear many individuals saying that they will only trade above a certain percentage. I want you to do your proper analysis, because when you go pull that compounding sheet, based on what you're doing, you can still profit. So you can still profit, but of course you want it to be worth it. But the higher the percentage, the riskier the trade per se. So I just want you to be aware of that. Okay. Now, let's give the example. Let's make it clear as mud. No, I'm just playing. We don't want. So let's make it clear. Now, what we want to do, so just think about it. So we're going to place a call. So what that means is the expiration price is above the strike price. That means that I'm in the money. So I put up $100. That's my stake. If the broker is paying out, based on that, the broker is going to pay out 79%. So my profit is $79. So that means that, remember, when you put the trade in, right? When you put the trade in, the broker is actually going to remove the $100 for those 2 to 3 to 5 minutes, right? The broker is going to remove those $100 out of your account. So what you'll see a gain of $179, but really what it is I'm keeping my $100 and I'm going to profit $79. So I'm going to stake $100. Now, what you notice is you don't lose more. Like, let's say your trade is out of the money. You're not in the money, you're out of the money. What that means is the only thing that they don't take more, right? So the only thing that you will actually walk away and lose is your stake, which is the $100. So you can never, ever, ever lose more than your stake. 555, are you with me? You guys see and you understand the difference, right? So you determine the direction, the time, and expiration, right? So you get to determine when you enter. You get to determine the time, the expiration time. You make those decisions. You determine those things. And that is why we still have to properly analyze, right? We're going to properly analyze. We have to analyze. So you determine that, so you know what your profit payout will be up front. Now, can we get excited about that? A 777, can we get excited? That's exciting. That I know when I sit down, I am going to know what my outcome is, right? I know what my outcome is. So now let's look at this. We have broker options, okay? So 2 of them, remember, we're not recommending a broker, but what we're doing, right? We're not recommending a broker, but what we're doing is showing you the differences in some of the options that are available to you. So for example, with pocket options, right? You can open a demo account without a deposit, okay? There's a $50 minimum deposit for a live account. However, there are some things that you don't get, like rollovers. What a rollover is, meaning I need more time in my trade. We already talked about the expiration. So what that means is I need more time, right? You do not have that option, okay? Now, when you turn it around for a broker such as Binary Cent, you must make a deposit before you can demo. And so, for example, I create a live account with a $500 minimum balance, but then I can open a demo. I do not have to trade in my live account, but I get to open a demo, and then that one actually allows rollovers, okay? So just to kind of give you an example. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop my share on this PowerPoint, and I'm going to, before we transition, I wanna pull this up really quickly because you guys are definitely just about to get in the market. You are about to get in the market. So let's get excited about the opportunity to get in the market. So this is just the example of the broker really quickly. Okay, this is a demo account. And so once again, you can kind of see where everything is, right? There are no open trades on here. Ha ha. So now this is where we talk about, okay? I come here to, like, we have the AUD CAD kind of set up. You can kind of see the difference in the premiums that's available to you. Okay, this is what you're gonna see as she walks you through. And then you come over here. You want to be careful right here. This is what I was talking about. So you notice that this time is running. I want to change this to the time I select, because if you click that until purchase, until time expiration, you don't get to set the expiration time. So you're kind of in this trade. And so it's about 4 minutes, right? They just started another 5 minutes. So you can see it's about 5 minutes until that ends. So it's like you ever play double dutch? It's like you're trying to get in where you fit in, right? So that's kind of what that is. But if I set my time, I set 2 minutes, I set 3 minutes, I determine. This is where you enter your amount. And so it's kind of letting you know, and you see how it kind of highlights the higher and how it kind of highlights the lower. Below the strike price, above the strike price, right? Below the strike price, above the strike price. So you know in advance that if I utilize AUD CAD, right here, my payout is 56%, and it's letting me know what my profit would be. Give me a 555 if you are with me. 555 if you are with me. So what I'm going to do is prepare you. I'm going to walk you through the BYOB cash out strategy really quickly. And then I want to show you support and resistance really quickly so we can definitely dive in, okay? But so I'm going to just walk you through this because I know you're ready to trade. You're like, okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. Can we trade? Can we trade? Can we trade? So I have 3 indicators, okay? I have 3 indicators. Now, what my indicators are is my stochastic, my Hikinashi candles, and my PSAR, right? You see the little dots? If you really zoom in, it's not a dot, but because it's a dot, okay? It's a dot. So I have my stochastic, I have my Hikinashi candles, and I have my PSAR. Now, I do want to show you something really quickly, because we're going to add an extra step to this, because what are we talking about? We're talking about high frequency Forex. We're talking about in or out of the money. That's what we're talking about. So now we understand we're going to analyze a strategy. Let me do this really quickly, and then I'll show you what I want to show you. So here we are. What are we looking for? That blue line cross over the red and an upward or downward movement, right? That blue line cross the red and an upward or downward movement around the 80 or around the 20, right? That's what we're looking for, okay? So now that blue line cross over the red, we're gonna look at this buy really quickly. That blue line cross over the red around the 20, all right? You notice I'm on my 15-minute chart. So we had our basics last night, right? We had our BYOB cash out basics. And so everything that we do throughout the remainder of the week is building from that foundation, okay? That's ultimately what we're doing. Okay, so here we are, my blue line crossed over the red and an upward momentum. I have my green candle with a flat bottom. You see that wick? I'm not looking for that. Let me make this bigger for you. I want you to see, all right? I need that green candle with a flat bottom. And then I need that PSAR flip to the bottom right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an arrow right there, okay? And I'm gonna change the color so you can see it. Blue line cross over the red and an upward momentum, green candle, flat bottom, PSAR flip to the bottom. Now, what's next is my time frame confluence. So this is step 1, right? Blue line cross over the red and an upward momentum, green candle with a flat bottom, PSAR flip to the bottom. Now I want to do my time frame confluence, okay? Time frame confluence. So what is my time frame confluence? I'm going to go up to my hour. From my 15, I check my hour, okay? There are going to be some adjustments on HFX. You notice I'm looking for that confluence here, and then I drop down to my 5-minute. So the hour has to look like my 5-minute needs to actually be buying with it. Now, for HFX, we're going to drop down. I actually need to add this one. I want to start here on my 5-minute, okay? So you'll see that 15-minute chart being pulled, but I want to show you. So here we are. I have that blue line over the red. That green candle with a flat bottom, PSR flip. Same rules apply, but why did I drop down? Why is that taking place? Because I'm in or out of the money. It's just that simple. I'm in or out of the money. And being in or out of the money is quick, so I need to be on my lower time frames, right? If each trade is only 1 to 2 to 5 minutes, then I need to be on my lower time frames, okay? So you notice my 5 minute. Now, when I come to my 30 minute, where my Confluence is, it is good to have it lined up on my 30, but once again, I want to take you to where we talk about GDP. I want to take you to where we talk about indices. I want to take you to where we talk about crypto. Right now, I'm looking for movement. I'm not looking for everything, yes, same market structure, same analysis, but I'm looking for movement. 1 to 2 minutes. I don't need it to go up 100 pips. I don't need that 1 to 2 minutes. So right here, that blue line cross over the red in an upward momentum, right? You see it's in alignment. So if it's giving me something, then we can use our 15. And that's what you're actually going to see tonight when she's doing it, because it's giving us something. When you pull the triggers, we know it's giving me something. And then when I drop down, right? When I drop down, you actually can see that it's still moving up in alignment, all right? So that is the BYOB cash out strategy. I know we went through the basics last night, building that foundation, but I really wanted to stress the point that I want you guys to be able to drop down and utilizing the lower time frames. And really quickly before we transition, just one other thing. Now, tomorrow I need you to tune in because your training is on support and resistance lines, okay? So you want to come back for the advanced class tomorrow night. But when you're doing support and resistance, you see that market structure. I'm not going to get into a market structure class, but this is just beautiful, a beautiful uptrend, a beautiful downtrend. We have impulse, correction, continuation, beautiful market structure, but we're not traditional trading. So what happens is we do identify our movement, our market direction on my higher time frames, but now I'm going to stay inside of this zone here. Now what I want to do is I do want to drop down. And when I drop down, because do you notice that every time frame that we drop, we're going to see other movement. You'll begin to see support and resistance lines through here. I tell you guys all the time, support and resistance is your lifeline. So you want to make sure you're understanding support and resistance. And as you drop down, you see more lines. Now, why is this important, right? Why is this important? Because as it bounces, as the market moves, you see that it always reacts on the lower time frames around those support and resistance lines. So what happens is, if I'm doing a 1 to 2 minute trade, if I'm doing a 2 minute trade, a 5 minute trade, you need to make sure that you are catching a movement and you're not catching a rejection off of this line before it continues through. Like if I was taking a put, which is a sale, this would have put me out of the money. So we want to make sure that we're paying attention to those support and resistance lines as we identify our strike price. Very important in HFX. Questions, comments, testimonies. We're about to transition. It's time to make some money. But questions, comments, testimonies, guys. Questions, comments, testimonies. No questions, no comments, no testimonies. Questionmonies. All right. So you want to be, once again, you just want to drop down. You want to make sure that you're paying attention to those support and resistance lines on my lower time frame. For support and resistance lines, if you change to the line chart, right? I'm not going to give you a support and resistance line class tonight, but if you change to that line chart, what you're looking for are touches, right? What you're looking for are touches. And so obviously the more 2-3 touches, you actually have a support and resistance line. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, last opportunity, questions, comments, testimonies. All right. Are you ready? 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 Let me get a 777 in the chat if you are ready to cash out. Let me get a 777 in the chat If you are ready for high frequency Forex, let me get a 777 in the chat if you are excited to be able to have another opportunity and another way to trade. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me do just that. Let me get out of your way, because I'm going to turn this call over to a woman, a phenomenal educator, right? Phenomenal. And you see this young lady who has already graced us on the charts. We're talking about someone who has already known success in the corporate world, right? She's already known success, but yet she's made sure that she understood to put herself in the top 1% of money earners. She is an expert, a professional, has 100% of the information, and she is about to walk you through high frequency Forex. And we're going to cash out, BYOB cash out, HFX Simplified. So ladies and gentlemen, let me turn this call over to none other than Miss Victoria Turner. Miss Turner, are you on the line?
I am excited. I'm excited. You got me pumped now. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Dyers. Thank you, COO. This woman of God, she is our master trader. She's a trade whisperer. She's the one who created this phenomenal strategy, the creator of this BYOB cash out strategy that we are actually going to be using on tonight. And that she just went over everything that you guys need to know, that we're going to be getting started here in a second. She have went through a example of you guys doing the order. So guess what? I'm not going to do that tonight. We're going to get straight in the market. Okay. So hopefully you guys are ready. I am actually logging into my broker. I did have the demo one up, but since she went through, I'm going to not do that part. Okay. So thank you, Ms. Dyers, for your warm introduction. So I always get on this call, but you know, I never introduce myself. And so tonight I want to introduce myself. See, I'm Victoria Turner, the trade queen. So just so you guys know and remember me as the trade queen, okay? I'll put a 555 in the chat if y'all with me. Okay, so my broker is up. So everyone, please get your broker on 2 minutes. We're going to be doing 2-minute trades. Now the market, let me share. Hold on, let me share here. Share my screen. Which one I'm sharing? I'm sharing this one. Share this screen. All right. So put a 555 in the chat if you can actually see my screen. Okay. All right. Okay. I see you guys. Coming through. Okay. So we're going to be doing 2-minute trades. Now, what I was going to do is look at the liquidity in the market. So that went up quite a bit right there. I need to check because I think I saw on one of our news feed that we was going to have news, and then I seen on the other one that we were not going to have news. So I need to check here to see what news that we're having. Yeah. News we have here. Hold on 1 second. I did check that earlier. Let's see, news. Come on. My screen is going kind of slow here. Okay, let's see. All right, we're on today. I think this is the one I seen the news on. Okay. All right. So what time is it? Yeah, we have news coming up. in about 15 minutes. It's supposed to be low volume news. Okay, then we got news, high volume news. We got, okay, high volume news in about 2 hours. So we should be okay with that AUD, but this US low volume news, it don't supposed to move the market, but we already know sometimes it does. So we just need to keep that in the back of our mind. That's what I thought. That's what I thought I had seen earlier. Okay, so let's see here. Let me close this out. All righty. Let's look at some strength. Refresh that. Let's see. Who is, okay, Euro. Okay, so we have Euro, GBP, USD, and CAD about the same right now on this one. But on this one, what do we have? We see it has AUD and NZD. Okay, I'm gonna refresh it to make sure. Now, just so you guys know, on this one, it's a little different than the other ones that you see. You will have, like, what they do is the average strength, but then here in this box below, you have like the detail. It's actually break it down by the time frames, which is kind of cheat code sometimes that I use because it gives me actually that time frame. So if I'm doing 5 minutes or less trades, then I'm just looking for what the strength is within that 5 minutes, and to make sure that I am in the range with the trade that I'm taking. So if you guys are there, if you guys understand that, make sure you put a 555 in the chat. Now, what I'm going to do here, all right, cool. I am going to transition to the vibrata. Now, as Ms. Dyers was going through, explaining to you guys how everything works, I was actually over here already cheating. Okay, I was already looking at the triggers. I do have my vibrato only on 15 minutes because I was just only looking for a 15-minute trigger so that when she transitioned over to me, we can get straight to the market. Okay, so we actually had a few triggers. We had a GBP AUD trigger, and it was for a sale. Okay, and I was waiting on that setup. So when we go to the 15 minutes, it's not ready yet. However, what I do want to show you guys is that it's almost ready. It's almost ready. So I was in here putting my fibs on this thing here to see where it was in the market. And as you guys can see where it is in the market, it actually almost hit that 618. It's in between that, it hit that 618 and the 50. So that is my squeak zone. And so I'm looking for this to actually keep dropping. Okay, I just need for the market to line up. So we should have that probably here shortly. So we're gonna keep an eye on that. Okay, because it's at one of our support and resistance lines. Okay, so we're gonna keep an eye on that one. I have that one up here. Also, same thing, EA is the same exact thing. Same exact thing for EA, URA. You know what? Oh man, I drew these up on the wrong chart. I drew it up on the wrong chart. But as you guys can see, the same thing here. It actually came up in our squeeze zone here. The 618 and on the fibs is there. So it's actually I'm looking for it to break that support and resistance and to go down because our stochastic is already going down. I just need to get me a flat top. So everything we have the piece artist flip, one down. The blue line is over the red line. We're just waiting for that flat top. On both of those, we're waiting for the flat top red candle on the 5 minutes. However, I'm on the wrong candle. So I'm gonna have to redraw my lines. I'm gonna have to redo this. Oh, okay. That was the first. It changed. I go enter without refreshing my screen. I don't think I never did that for me before. See, like that one. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw that, but when I did the GBP AUD, it did not refresh my screen. My line stayed there. But for this one, it actually disappeared. So that was kind of weird, but okay. All right, so we are actually going to get another 5-minute counter here shortly. So me to get through this really quickly, I like to change mine to so I can see these clearly. Change mine to the line graph and make sure I get my support and resistance in there quickly here. Let's put one at the top. See that I get them. I add more if I need to. Okay, I will add more if I need to. Let's see. All right. We got a new 5-minute candle. They didn't give me the flat on that. They didn't give me. All right. Okay. I have another one here. AJ. AJ, we had a trigger for AJ for a buy. Same thing here. AJ, you have a red candle on this 15-minute. Okay, so we need AJ, blue candle is, I'm saying the blue line on the stochastic is below the red line. That's what we want. But we need this piece hard to flip to the top. I was trying to do this quickly, and that one changed too. So it's actually flipped. See, that's the reason why we use O and because the piece are flipped quicker on it. So guys, I'm trying to get my support and resistance in. This actually is going to be one of those probably be a trade that we can actually get in here. Let me check a couple of things. We're probably going to get in there. So get your brokers on AJ, AUD, JPY. Get your brokers on AUD, JPY. AUD, JPY. So let's see, let's drop down to the 3 minutes. Let's see here. And the 1 minute. We're going to be patient. One of these is going to give us the trades that we need, where they all going to line up at the same time. So we're going to be patient here. We letting the market do what it do. Let's go back. We got a new candle. I'm waiting. Come on now. Patient, patient, patient. Okay, can you explain the line to you just use that had the various candles? Oh, okay. Fibonacci. Okay. So okay, as you know, like Miss Graham in the mornings when she is on the harmonic scanner, right? And she's in basics, and she is actually taking you through the actual ideals that she's pulling from the harmonic scanner. And those positions, or where she have a line drawn, whatever they give you in the the ideal zones that they give you in the harmonic scanners. Basically, all that is what I just put on my screen here when I did this Fibonacci. Those are just areas in the market. Like I just measured. What I did was measure this move, okay? And most of the time when you have a move in the market like this, especially one with this type of a move, you can measure it. And it actually lets you know, okay, so this was the move. So I want to measure this move from the top to the bottom, from the highest point of this move to the lowest point. And normally the market will pull back or give you a correction back into the Fibonacci zone, which will be your 0.5 or your 618. Now, it could go above that or it could go below that, but a good retracement or a good correction will be of a move will be within this zone. And as you can see, the market is playing around in that zone and it's giving me what I want. So if I see a move like this in the market, I'm gonna measure it just to see where I am. And normally if I'm measuring and I see that, I will highlight that because that would be the place that I'm looking for the market to pull back to. So that's a short version of it. More detail would come in the basics, you know, to explain Fibonacci's. But basically that's what I was doing, measuring the move. So hopefully that helped you. So that's actually, you know, where the market is. So I'm looking for a reversement down. So we just got a new 5-minute candle. As you guys can see on GBP AUD, that candle is a flat top. We're going to drop down to the 3-minute. We have a flat top as well. PSAR flip to the top. Hours are stochastic. Blue line is below the red line. The same thing with the 5-minute. Let's see, 1 minute, don't let us down. Same thing with the 1 minute. So everybody, GBP AUD, GBP AUD. Let's get there. GBP AUD. Let's see here, GBP AUD. So for GBP AUD, we're about to get in this trade. Okay, we're about to get in this trade. Let's actually, let's take this trade, y'all. We're getting in for 2 minutes. It should have gave us a pullback. Hopefully y'all hit the button. You should be dropping here in a second, GBP. Hopefully the market didn't slow down on us. All right. We got a new 1 minute. Don't play with us. I see you down there. Oh, where we at? Where we at in this market? Because I had this. We got a lot going on here. We should be getting a drop here. Let's see. I see some. And then draw this one. But we should be getting a drop. What was you guys' strike price? If you have to roll, roll once. If you have to roll, but GBP AUD, it actually moves. So I don't know what your strike price was. If you guys can tell me what your strike price was. I am in profit, so I hope you guys are in profit. My strike price was 315. All right, there we go. It's down. It's down. There we go. That's the move. That's the move, y'all. That is the move. Hopefully you guys are in profit. You're in profit? Okay, I see you. I see you, 317. All right, so when your trade clears, could you drop a 777 in the chat? Make sure you drop a 777 in chat. Just let me know your trade clear. Also, as you guys can see here on my screen, GBP AUD swings. All right. I'm seeing the 777s in. All right, I see y'all. We have another flat top. We have another flat top. These are on top. Let's see. Y'all clear your trade. Drop a 777. You should be clearing. We only in for 2 minutes. If you roll, that would only gave you a few more. You should be about, okay, I see you. You should be about to clear your trade. And not yet, okay. You'll be about to clear your trade. Actually, I just wanted to break this support line right here. I really wanted to break that. We getting ready to get an hour candle. Market reacts on the hour, so it may try to swing up. Hopefully you guys are clear. Hopefully you clear your trades. All right, 777s, I see you in the chat. I see you, 777s. All right, we're getting ready to get, we got a new hour candle. A new hour candle, a new 15-minute candle. Let's see. New hour, new 15 minutes. All right, let's see here. 5 minutes. I really want this to, I want GBP. I want it to break this support and resistance. So I'm gonna wait. We're not gonna get in another trade on this one because I wanted to break it. Because it's at a point now where it could actually turn around and go either way. So I'm not gonna play with it until it actually breaks. Let's see. It's like okay, so EA. Let's see, EA on the 15 minutes. Let's see, I think GBP may have just broke. May have just broke. We'll see if it broke it. GBP, I like the way it swings. It didn't break it. It didn't break it yet. It didn't break it. Let's see here. AJ. They're all playing around these support and resistance areas. I really wanted to break. I really want to break it. I don't want to put us in the trade right at that point. They're at support and resistance area. Okay, GBP. This looks like the best setup is GBP, but again, I needed to break. I needed to break. Come on, GBP. Don't play with me. Be ready. We waiting on you. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm talking to the market. Sometimes I have to do this, thinking that that's happened, but okay. Look like it's trying. All right. It's coming. It's coming. So we're hopefully on the next candle, on the next 5-minute candle, we break through this support. Okay. So I know we break through this support. We're gonna have a retest, and we coming down to the next one. So that give us room to trade this pair. But right now, if you guys see how it's bouncing up and down, we don't want to get in that because we don't want to be trying to roll over and be in a trade longer than what we need to, hoping that it continues down. So we're gonna wait on that. Okay. Look like EA has broke. Oh, I was looking at something else. EA has broken. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait on the next 5 minutes. The next 5 minutes we taking EA because EA look like it's ready. So the next everybody get your brokers to Euro AUD. Euro AUD. It looks like it's ready. AUD. Let's see. I gotta get mine's over 2 Euro AUD. We got 30 seconds. 30 seconds, Euro AUD. Trying to move this chat bar out of the way. See my trades. Okay. Euro AUD. So you guys see here where it has that support and resistance line. Oh, okay. We just got a new 5 minutes. Everything still is in line so far. Oh, wow. My 1 minute. My 1 minute decide it wants to. Not ready yet. We gotta wait 1 minute. Give me a flat. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we good. Now we good. Good to get in the trade now. Let's see if we get a pull back to anywhere in the 90s. All right. And 900. Did y'all wait on that pull back up to this support line and get in? I don't know where y'all got in. Look at that. See here. That's the reason why I don't like playing around these support and resistance lines. That's where I had my line at first. All right. Come on. Let's see here what you got going. Trying to change on this. Our 5 minutes is still down. I don't know where you guys got in at, but it look like this trying to give us a pullback here. Trying to give us a pullback. Let's see, did we have a sprint change? No, Euro still weaker than AUD. Okay, so this is just one of those pullbacks. Euro is still weaker than AUD. I actually had rolled mines once because I still expected to drop. If you can get a position up there at the top, it's gonna drop. Here it comes. It just gave us one of those crazy pullbacks. Gave us one of those crazy pullbacks. 1 minute. Let's see where you're going. Where are you going? Alrighty. Can you talk a little more on how? Okay. So let's see here. All right. So look like It's trying to give us that pullback. It keeps going back up to test that area, but now it's dropping. Now, if you did the rollover, you should be in profit. Rollover, basically what you're doing is, if you trust your trade and you think you need to buy yourself a little more time in the trade to go in the direction that you're expecting the market to go in, don't roll over anymore. By the way, guys, if we lose this one, we're gonna let it go. Okay, we'll get it back. We're gonna let this one go because it's giving us a big pullback here. I don't know what this market is doing here. I see this, but it should be dropping here, but it's okay. So basically, you just buy yourself more time in the trade. We were doing 2-minute trades, so we're saying, well, we actually need 2 more minutes. So I'm gonna roll over an extra 2 more minutes to be in the trade. But you have to pay extra every time you do that. But we don't want to roll over too much. So depending on your broker, it could be 30% of your order size, or 40% of your order size. So it depends on your broker. Yeah, see how this one changing on us now. It's going up. Okay. Yeah, this one it changed on this. It's going on. It changed on this trick. That's the reason why I wanted it on break. Okay, that's okay. We'll get it back. That's the thing about HFX. So I like GA. You know, I like GA better. Look like it's going back to retest our area here. We just got that new candle. Our strength still shows. Let's see what our strength is showing. Let's see. Because also too, guys, with HFX, you have to keep an eye on your strength because your strength will change within the 5 minutes. So it's showing that GBP, GBP now is stronger than AUD. Well, let me go check here. But if you guys also recall, we was having news that was coming up, even though it was U.S. news. You know, the U.S. news, it affects all markets. So we have here is showing AUD still stronger than GBP. But if I look in my detail, it shows that GBP is stronger than AUD for that 5 minutes that we was in. We got a new, I did the refresh, so it refreshed. So it's still showing that GBP is stronger in this 5 minutes than AUD. So, and I still don't understand what Euro was doing because Euro is still showing weaker on all my currency than this AUD. The market was just doing some crazy stuff. All right, so let's see. We're waiting on new candles. New candles. UPAD. Okay, so which way are you going? Are you going to go up? Okay, we got to flip. Okay. We're going to wait for the next 15 minutes, which will be coming up in another minute and a half. So let's wait on this next 15 minutes. And see what the market gives us. So I need some flips to happen. Let's see, 8-day. I need flips to happen. So 8-day on the 5 minutes look like it's just in the consolidation. So I don't like that. Definitely don't like 8-day. I need it to break out of all this. So 8-day is off. Too much consolidation in there. I need the market moving. We need it moving. Okay, so we want GA. Because GA swings. It swings. Let's see here. GA swings. When I say GA swings, that means it normally moves. And it moves quickly. When the market has a lot of liquidity in it, you will see how it's actually moving. It's moving really fast. So that's why I say it swings. It swings. So for HFX, 4 pips is a long way. A long way in HFX. And GBP gets more than that when it moves. So that's what I mean when it's swing. You guys see what the liquidity in the market is doing. So that would be why we're waiting on GBP. Okay, we just got a new candle. Like you want to keep going up. We need a flip. Okay. Okay, GBP AUD. We got a flat bottom. Our PSR has not flipped yet, so we should be getting a flip here soon. Our stochastic is pointing up, close to being oversold. Okay. Okay. Let's drop down. The 3 minute is all lined up, and our 1 minute is not, which would be why my 5 minutes haven't flipped yet. So we're waiting. We're being patient. Patience. But I also know that this is my zone. This is my zone. The zone here on me to retesting to drop, because I know this is my sweet zone. See how it go in the area, it comes down, and go in the area, it comes down, go in the area, it's come down. This is 1 minute. So yeah, it wants to play with us in here. Reason why I got the area highlighted. I would actually like it to push through it, or give me a red candle and come back down. See here, GBP AUD. All right, so AUD is picking up a little strength in its 5 minutes. So that would explain why GBP hasn't broke and why it's probably going to end up going back into that sell, which hint is in my sweet zone to be selling. See the next candle, what it did here on this 3 minute? Yeah. But this time we needed to stay down. Don't go back retesting. I need you to break the zone. I needed to break this support line here. And so on the 1 minute here, we see that it has a flat top with the PSR flip. You see how the stochastic is pointing down with the blue line at the bottom. Okay, That's what we want, and that's what I want with GA. I really wanted to give us put. Because that lines up with our market structure, with what we're seeing here. It lines up with that. I prefer to take the put rather than the call. EA should do the same thing, but AJ is still in consolidation. I don't like it. I don't like AJ, so I'm gonna leave AJ. And let's see. So put a 555 in the chat if you guys are following me. The reason why I'm not taking these trades yet, you know, I know how to be patient, especially when I get a lesson. Okay. All right. Okay. 15 before I did. Okay. All right. Good. Good. Okay. So this one here, my friend, this particular pair here, y'all, I tell you, this is my friend here. And I mean not in a good way, friend. When it comes to HFX. But I ain't scared of them. I'm not afraid of them. Because I had a BYOB cash out strategy. And I can see what she's doing. I can see what she's doing when I'm using this. I'll put that on the 15, let's go on the 5. Give me more room here. Yes. All right. Let's see. GA. There we go. GA broke through, y'all. All right. Look at you. Look at you, Annette. I see you. You in GA already? Y'all let me forget about GA. Okay, y'all. GA is ready. GA is ready. Everything checks. Everything checks on all time frames. GA is ready. But guess what? We need a pullback. Hopefully it don't leave us. Hopefully it doesn't leave us. So we want to pull back to, come on, don't drop. Don't keep dropping. And that was watching it, so she got in. We want to pull back. Oh, yeah. One minute. Let's see if they give us a pullback to around the 860, between the 860 and 880, 80 zone. Anywhere above 860. If it push real hard, guys, let it push and then take it. Okay. Let's see if it gives us a quick any pullback it give us, because it's gonna drop. You see where it is? This thing gonna drop. It's gonna drop to our next level. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. Yeah, that's a strong candle. Yeah, it's gonna drop, but it's gonna give us a pullback. You guys giving this curve on the 1 minute, we're gonna get a little pullback, but it should keep dropping. It gave us a little pullback. What did it do? I want it out of 200. I want it. Okay, it may keep dropping from that. Did you guys take it? Yes, 777. I like it. I like it. But I want a better pullback, and I think we're gonna get a better pullback. This DA. We're gonna drop. Here we go. All righty. Are you guys in? It's going. See that pullback? I'll get that pullback. Going back. Here we go. Okay. There we go. That's the pullback. Is that 8? It gets my 860. I mean 260, my bad. 260. All right. See how it's coming up there? Yeah. Yeah. I know it's coming. Knew it was coming. All right, we got a new 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes, still a flat top. Still gonna drop. It just had to do that pullback. That's the one I was waiting on. It just happened at that time. I was waiting on that pullback. There we go. So if you guys wait on that pullback up into that 260, 280 area, you got in there, you should be in good profit. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, 1 minute. You're gonna change it to a red candle. Now 3 minutes. It's just that our 1 minute while we was in that last 5 minutes, kind of changed our strategy around, but it's gonna get back in order. We were stuck in that 5 minutes, but I have just cleared 266. I waited on the pullback to get back into that zone I gave you guys between that 260, 280 area. I got in at 266. And now I'm gonna wait on. All right, are you guys clear? Did you guys take that trade? Did anybody take the trade? Did y'all remember the zone? Did you remember the zone? If you remember the zone, put a 555 in if you remember the zone. And you'll just select the additional time you would like. Roll out or you roll over. Or is it fixed? It's fixed. It's fixed. It's actually based on the time that you actually enter into the trade. It adds on to that time. So we're not doing fixed time. So fixed time is off. Now, if we were doing fixed time on, then it would be automatically an extra 2 minutes, because fixed time on, we doing 2 minute trade. That just means it went back up in our zone again. Let's see, 1 minute. 1 minute still playing with us. It hasn't changed. All right, we're gonna wait on this 30-minute candle. We wait on this 30-minute candle. We're gonna see can we get a good trade out of this next 30 minutes, and then we're gonna call it tonight. I'm not gonna have you guys on all night, but oh y'all let me miss EA. Oh, EA. Look at that. Now we miss EA, y'all. Nobody looked at EA. Nobody was watching EA. It broke through. Look at it. Look at all this we missed. Look at all these 1 minutes. That was perfect. EA did what we wanted. This is what you call a perfect trade. We could have got 2, 3 trades out of this. Here. EA. Okay. We have a few seconds, and we got a new 15-minute. New 15-minute, and it's a biggie. Okay. Okay, I'm just checking. What was this? Change it back. Hold on. All right, y'all see GA? You see GA. GA. We need a flat top. The next 1 minute candle, we need a flat top. We got a flat top on the 5 minute. Piece our flip still. Stochastic is pointing down. See here. 1 minute. We got the flat top. Did y'all get it? Great job in that. Great job. Great job. 5 and 2. All right. You got it. All right, 211. Good deal. 211. Great entry. Great entry on that strike price. 211. We're gonna get this drop. Here we go. Here we go. We got room. We got room. Okay. Stay down. Stay down. See what I mean by GA moves? See how it pulled up? All right. Hopefully you clear your trade. Just cleared mine. It did come back. They're gonna drop. $777 in the chat if you took GA. I just cleared it. It moves out. It moves. GA moves. So you can't be slow on the triggers. Not yet. Oh, you still in it. You still in it. How many minutes you doing? Okay. I got in again, so I'm waiting on my second. See? we still have room. Our next support zone is here. The problem is GA, it moves, it fluctuates. That's always with HFX. GA is one of those pairs that it moves. So, but it's gonna give us what we want, but it moved. I cleared my second entry, by the way, on GA. So did anyone else take GA? Let me know. Let me know. MBRND, did you clear GA? Hopefully you cleared it. It didn't spike you out. Or you still in it? Yes, but not in profit. You're not in profit. 211. It's at 190 something now. Are you in profit now? I just want to make sure everybody clear out of this trade because this thing here is gonna go. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop. It's playing around with us. All right, you cleared. Good job. Good job. Yeah, I don't know how long you was in your trade. We was only doing 2-minute trades. So 2 minutes, fixed time off should be less than 2 minutes. So we don't, okay, good. All right. We don't want to be in the trade too long because especially with GA, because I know GA swings. So we wanted to do what they're gonna do and then get out. All right, good job. So what I want to do is I want you guys to drop the numbers in the chat. Let me see what you did. Let me see what you did tonight. And it already showed me what she did. She did 5 and 2. Okay, so she did 5 and 2. Let me know what you did. Okay. What did I do? Okay. I did 6 and 1. Oh, no, 5 and 1. I did 5 and 1. Okay. All right, we're gonna tighten it up. Okay, 4 and 2. Okay. So basically, all I'm asking, see how they put 4 and 2s. I want to know how many wins versus losses you get. So, okay, 2 and 2. Okay. 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 All right. Okay, I see y'all. I see y'all. Good job. Good job. Good job. I see y'all. Okay. All right. So the market is kind of slow down a lot. You guys can see here. So we're not gonna force anything on tonight. Miss Reed, are you on? I'm gonna end the call now. Are you got Miss Reed? Are you on to close us out? Miss Dyers, I'm not sure if Miss Reed is on.
Well, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Oh, no, you can unmute. You should be able to. Are you? I see her in the chat.
Okay, I could not before, but I can now.
There we go. There we go. I'm moving out of the way.
Okay, shall I close this out in prayer?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's pray. God, you are a good, good Father, and you take such good care of your children. And you just continually overtake us with your many, many blessings. So many of us were hopeless, looking for a way out, a way to our dreams. And not only have you shown us the way out, but you are the way. You're the way, the truth, and the life. And we shall forever be thankful, appreciative, and grateful for who you are and what you continually do to us, through us, and for us. God, you have so graciously blessed us with this wonderful dream team, Mr. Rogers, Miss Dyer, Dr. Bythewood, our second generation of educators, Miss Anderson, Miss Brantley, Miss Perry, Pastor Washington, and the third generation, Miss Graham, Dr. Kenner, Mr. Patton, Miss Turner, and Miss Morgan Walker, as well as the many, many to come to follow, God. And if we had 10,000 tongues, we couldn't thank you enough for, God, how you are just so great for the perpetual generations who are being financially freed by March 28. Lead us, God, to the next 2 million households, God, so that they too can be empowered, impacted by this, the greatest economic empowerment movement seen by mankind. We decree and declare that we shall be unmovable, steadfast. We shall always abound in your work, Lord, knowing that our labor is not in vain. And we thank you so much for the spirit of diligence and the spirit of excellence which we go forth in your name. In Jesus' name we thank you. Amen, and thank God. And we thank God for sweet sleep tonight. And this officially ends this great call. And we'll see you tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.